Hey, welcome to episode 134. We Made It Podcast.
134.
Exactly. Episode 134, We Made It Podcast. Back in the building, WeMadeItPodcast.com, at We Made It Podcast on all social media. I would imagine that this is coming out on Thanksgiving here in America, not in Canada. I'm not a Thanksgiving person personally. Caesar is.
I'm a Thanksgiving person out of no choice. I don't like Thanksgiving.
You say you can't rebel? Because
No, I
Caesar,
can't.
you're from Brazil.
I wish I could rebel, but I'm alone.
Caesar, you're from
I
Brazil.
go alone. It's for the adults. I'm by myself.
Whitey came and destroyed the indigenous people of Brazil
Absolutely, they did.
They still doing it.
They doing it on the regular.
And y'all still
Here in the north.
and you celebrating Thanksgiving.
Huh? I'm not celebrating. I'm going by association with family.
You're celebrating Thanksgiving.
No, I'm not doing cheers.
Cornball status right now.
It's not cornball. That's definitely not cornball. Cornball, if I'd be like, you been in my crib, it's all full of Thanksgiving stuff.
Caesar, you know what Caesar doing on Thanksgiving? You know he sit down.
I just go to eat.
You know he sit down on a piece of paper and draw.
No, I don't. I don't do that. I do not make turkeys out of my hand. I don't do that. All I do is have pumpkin pie and ice cream.
Caesar came to America in 2012. So he found when they first started doing that, he was so shy. He's like, oh, wow.
What kind of dark magic is this?
Anyway, we made a podcast. Make sure you're followed on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. And before we get the episode started, let me just go ahead and say today, we're going to be talking about Champions League. We're going to do these recaps. Oh, speaking of which, let me pull some stuff up. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Copa Libertadores. The final happened last week, or this past weekend, actually. I watched like the last 5 minutes or so. That's more than Caesar watched.
Absolutely. I watched a 3-minute highlight on YouTube.
Yeah, that works. That's what all the pundits watch, and then they make a so-called informed.
But I'm not going to sit here and give you an in-depth review on the game on my 2-minute watch.
I mean, I am. I'm just joking. Also, we're going to talk about the owner of Brescia, Mario Balotelli's team, what he had to say about Mario Balotelli. Talk about what the teams in the Netherlands did to stand up against racism. Talk a little bit about Caesar's favorite rapper, Jay-Z. What they're doing over there in Rock Nation when it comes to soccer. And we're going to have a Kellen Winslow update.
Wow.
What?
That's hilarious.
We spent like 30 minutes talking about
I understand, but I haven't heard a single peep about Kellen Winslow this entire time.
I'm plugged in, I know.
I'm excited.
Okay, but first I want to start off by saying I said this recently on Instagram with that red filter. Caesar loves my Instagram. I got a new phone. I got this A50 here.
Don't claim the A50, please.
It's not claimable?
No.
It's not claimable? A50's not claimable?
No one knows what the A50 is.
Oh, that's okay. Nobody.
It's
Caesar,
not a flagship.
Caesar, first of all, nobody knew what the things y'all used to have. What is them phones?
Well, there was a niche for that. That was like
there
the
ain't
nerd
no
side.
niche.
No. Yours is
it's just a El Cheapo.
It's a discount phone.
Is it El Cheapo?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm proud.
It's like no one goes like,
Caesar,
yo, I just got this psychic ID.
Caesar, I'm not here
That's
trying
what
to
you
flex
are.
with a phone.
You got the psychic. No, I mean, you
See,
did. You just went over and say, yo, I got this new Samsung A50. You dropped the 50 like it was big sauce or something. It's
Caesar, you're
more like 50-cent hardware. You know, you're good.
Caesar, you're tech flex man over here. You like that Tesla Cybertruck and all that good stuff.
don't.
You're tech flex. I flex with my personality. You know
Whoa,
what I'm saying?
you're cool.
You flex with technology.
I flex with my personality.
And other things. But anyway, you flex with technology.
Exclamation point, oh no.
Although you have an iPhone, so you're pretty basic out
But
here.
did I ever say, I just got this iPhone?
Well, Caesar,
and I didn't even name the kind that's got no side of flex is the cheap one.
Caesar, first of all, okay, well, then leave me alone. You used to make fun of my phone the whole time.
When you was putting your,
I'm making the joke. I'm making the joke.
When you was putting your phone above the cheese in my refrigerator to cool off. When you got home after, when you got to my house after talking, on top of the cheese, you put my phone. No one ever said that except a vegan.
Anyway,
y'all still really eating cheese out here?
Anyway, I got a new phone, so I can use, even though I could have done it before, but I had the filter on my front camera before on Instagram.
Bam used to have like 3 apps.
That's not true. Anyway, I be posting stories on Instagram and Caesar hates it. But if you guys ever listen to that, watch them stories. I was talking about another podcast called Audioface, and I want to give them a big shout out. Audioface podcast. We used to be connected under Syndicate 23 network. You know what I'm saying? We had to part ways, but it's all love.
It's all love. That's family.
And I mean, it really is. Caesar's family, Sean, and I'm very good friends with Sean and Dan over there. I just want to say I've been listening to the last few episodes and I enjoy it. I'm like, yo, I'm enjoying this. They're talking about music I'm never going to listen to. Some of it I will, but a lot of it I don't. I'm a music snob personally, but they're talking about these artists and they have so much information and it's funny. And I can just respect that they listen to all these albums and give their opinions about them, because I can't do that. I'm not trying to hear nothing that I don't want to hear. Even if you showed me, I'm be like, that's cool.
That's literally you. That's literally you, though.
I'm a snob.
That's literally you.
Yeah, I already said it, though.
I know, so you can't. It's not a diss.
I know it's not a diss.
I know, but people might not believe you, and I'm here to confirm it.
What, I'm going to lie about myself in a negative way? Man? Because you want to piggyback on the things I say about myself.
That are negative, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, make sure you check out Audioface Podcast. They're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and everything. And they're on Instagram. You can find them Audioface, one word, podcast. And I think they're on Twitter as well. And you can follow them separately, Dan and Sean. They're great guys.
Dan from the internet.
Yeah, great guys. I love those two. But yeah, make sure you check them out.
Yeah.
And Caesar was listening to the Coldplay episode recently.
Yeah, it was dead ass funny.
It's
funny because it's not my favorite band, but I only like 2 songs.
Which ones?
The one that used to rule the world or whatever it's called.
Okay. And the one with Kanye.
Yeah. I forgot he did that. And then only 2 I know. So the funny thing also, if you follow Dan, I know Dan does a lot of stuff. Does a lot of stuff dabbling in politics and all that too. So if you're interested in that too, Dan's page has that stuff too.
Yeah, maybe one day me and Dan will do a politics podcast.
At least a mashup video. That'd be great.
I think it'd be dope, but I don't know. But Caesar thinks it'd be dope.
I think it'd be super hard. At least y'all should do it like right when like they have like the primaries for Democrat. That'd be cool.
Honestly, that stuff exhausts me a little bit.
But it'd be fun if y'all did it though.
But I think it'd be good too.
Like you don't have to do all the time, but if y'all just drop like at least a heater once a month, it'd be great.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's get into
the only political show I listen to.
This dude is so cap. He be listening to all kinds of politics stuff.
Yeah, MSNBC and
trying to act like he's. Anyway, let me leave him alone. Anyway, let's get into it. Caesar, I watched a bunch of games in Champions League. I was trying to watch some games this weekend. I commented on. I did a video on YouTube for the. Who was it? PSG versus Lille.
And you said it was the most boring game of all time.
It was boring. And I also I wanted to do some about other games, but I didn't get around to it.
Which Champions League games did you watch?
Your boy watched Real Madrid for PSG. Okay. I watched Valencia Chelsea, and I watched some of Barca BVB and some of Liverpool Napoli. Okay. I mean, really the only
Liverpool and Napoli. I watched some of also both. I was getting back and forth, but I did not watch Valencia Chelsea.
But did you watch Real Madrid PSG?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. But yeah, the only games I watched and took major notes on was Real Madrid PSG and Valencia Chelsea, which sounds kind of whack. But let's start off with the Tuesday matches, Real Madrid versus PSG. Oh, I was so excited. PSG going to the Bernabeu. I don't think a French team has won there in ages. Probably the teams I'm the most knowledgeable about, Real Madrid and PSG. And,
It was funny. It was one of those things where the game started and I was like, I know, there's nothing that would shock me.
Yeah, I know everybody.
I know everybody.
I can say
on the bench,
roster.
I can name the on the bench. I was like, oh, no, dude. Except PSG. PG's got some dudes I haven't watched lots. I'm like, who are these fools? I don't watch as much PSG because of BN, but yeah.
I mean, I guess Colin Dagba, yeah.
Yeah. That name would be like...
He's bad. Anyway, so I was excited to see Isco finally getting a start. My boy Valverde starting in the midfield for Real Madrid.
Fede Valverde. That's a dope name.
Baller. It's Federico.
I know, but it's cool. It's a cool nickname.
Baller. He's learned it all from Cavani. Thomas Tuchel started putting Neymar on the bench to start the game. Starting the game up top with Mbappe, Di Maria, and Icardi. And I put with the exclamation point, you can see it, Kimpembe starting. A mistake waiting to happen.
Hey, man.
It's true.
Damn.
It's true.
Wow.
on Real Madrid's side, also, this was cute. In the tunnel, Keylor Navas and Marcelo did like a little handshake together. I was like, oh, baby. Like, Navas saying what's up to everybody, but with Marcelo, he had like a whole little handshake deal. I was like, that's really cute.
That's adorable.
I also put, let's see if Eden Hazard can do something. I was going to put finally do something, but I was like, let me be nice. And then I also put that I honestly think PSG is better because of Mbappe. Now, I've been watching Real Madrid play, and they have been playing better in the last few weeks. But when they first played PSG before, it was really bad, and they had been playing bad. We've been having some criticisms of Eden Hazard. I think last episode or the episode before that, I think it was last episode. I've been having criticism. Well, I watched them. You don't. But we talked about like what's going on with Eden Hazard or whatever. But boy, was I wrong.
It's funny. I was waiting for that.
Whoa!
Wait, man, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay, chill out. It's not that bad.
Oh my God!
Caesar, chill.
Oh,
anybody listening, the camera fell as he's trying to think it's the end of the world.
God, you're the worst ever.
Okay, anyway, first four. Did Caesar eat all? Guys, look. Caesar came through. I made him a bunch of roll crescents.
What'd you say? I made him a bunch of. So I ate what you made for me.
Thank you. He ate all of them hoes.
I guess one left. I know the rules.
The long ones left. Yeah.
Hey man.
So the fourth minute, I put that first Kimpembe mistake. Isco was running around some thugged out defense, and Kimpembe just got the ball taken off of him. Ended up being a corner kick. Oh, also it was raining really hard.
Isco was yurt.
Isco was playing really well. 7th minute, I put there's no shots so far, but the game is really intense. 17th minute, goal Benzema. Wow, impressive by Real Madrid. This is what I put. Hazard zigzag run to Valverde, to Carvajal, back to Valverde, cross to Isco, whose shot goes off the bar and rebounds to Benzema, who puts it in there. But like it was really nice. Fluid
that
football.
one was like it looked like all the practice they do. It looked like a practice play.
I would imagine, yeah.
Like it that wasn't like like somebody just made something happen. It looked like a practice. Like everybody knew in that position like where to put the ball to keep it moving forward. It was really cool.
This is what happened.
It was a dope play.
This is why you need like a player like Eden Hazard, because when you have a player that can let me say this before also this recap will feature how many times Neymar lost the ball tracker.
My favorite tracker.
But when you have a player who can take someone off the dribble and like is confident that they can make a player miss, like I can get around at least one guy, then things open up. Because once Hazard got around, I don't know who it was, but he got around, I think it might have been Marquinhos. He got around somebody and then also Marquinhos. Then the whole play opens up, and then people just have to make the smart run. And that's exactly what Valverde's in his correct spot. He makes the easy, correct pass to Carvajal. Then Valverde is the type to want to get forward. He made that run up, got the ball, crossed it. Isco put a really good shot. I mean, this shot is, although it ricocheted off the crossbar, it's on frame because it came right back.
Yeah, and like piggybacking off what you're saying about Eden Hazard, unfortunately, it's not just PSG, but other teams, many teams, I would say upper majority teams, they don't rotate well after someone gets beat. So when someone gets beat on a one-on-one, some guy comes over and is always an open man. They don't like rotate and like a recycle. Like they don't like move over as one moves over. And if you do, there's always someone there because someone got passed up. The rotations are bad in soccer defense in general. So when you have a player that can pass somebody up, and it creates opportunity. But also, that's all hinging on that player being able to make proper decisions, though. Mm-hmm. Maybe, unfortunately, lately, as of late with Neymar, he'll do that, and then he's still holding. But in that play, it was, I got around, and then the connect passing started happening. Mm-hmm. The ball always moves faster than a player.
Exactly. So, yeah, like whoever that was that got beat first, or Marquinhos, I think Marquinhos was part of that. Just get back. Yeah. Just go.
Just turn and go.
Just go.
Like, get in the box. I would just get in the box.
Exactly. Eden Hazard's going vertical to the box, and he's still way far from the goal. Just get back, and then maybe you can cut a pass off because you're out of the play, basically. Yeah. You can kind of see what's going to happen. So that guy, I mean, honestly, I'm not looking at the play, and maybe the person did that, but I don't think he did. But maybe you could get on top of Isco. You know what I mean?
Or what you could do is, the thing is, there's a culture behind soccer of like kind of like that jog after you get beat. Mm-hmm. That they don't really do a lot of running back, like scramble back to fix. And when you do see players do, they be like, okay, I can respect you trying.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is like when you have that perspective of like, oh look, I'm looking from this distance, I see this. You can kind of you've been playing for years, you can see it probably starting to form.
You can see everything
what you
start to set up.
At least try to intercept when the pass is going across or something.
You could easily
put a body on somebody.
You could easily have gotten that pass to Isco because you can't do nothing about the stuff going on with Carvajal and Valverde. That's way on the other side. But Isco was at the top of the box.
And the thing is, if someone says, "Oh, but what he probably could have just passed somebody else," true, but you've already stopped one opportunity. If Eden Hazard had to change his mind again there, that's a win. It's already you doing your job for making up for missing on a play. Like you made a decision, another decision happen, which is good.
Exactly. So that was a really good goal. I mean,
clean finish by Benzema. Good play by Isco.
And good job by Benzema staying on sides, even though from what I remember, he didn't really need to end up offsides, but a lot of times players will end up offsides. And
now Valverde pass was nice.
Yeah, it was a really nice cross to Isco. 27th minute, I kept on putting 23rd, 24th, 25th, and that's why you can see it's all scratched out right there because Real Madrid was playing so well.
That just first half was bananas.
I just put playing well, thugging. And 29th minute, I put this is the best I've seen Real Madrid play all season.
Same. I was I felt it in my chest. Mm-hmm. I was like, I haven't seen this kind of soccer in a minute.
In a minute from Real Madrid.
For real.
Yeah. 32nd, PSG was really under a lot of pressure. 32nd minute, Verratti took a shot. I was like, that's random. It was outside the box. I was like, what's going bad with Verratti.
I guess I'll shoot it.
Mbappe, dude, come on, man.
I guess I'll shoot it.
I put that after that. Real Madrid is playing so well in the PSG final third. What does that say? And I put also that Mbappe was defending way more than I've seen him defend all season. He's getting way back there defending. And I was like, he's probably mad and he's like, look, I'm trying to play the 9 now. Because I'm not trying to be back here defending way deep.
He's probably doing that mad defense.
Yeah.
His ball because it's not working.
He's like, look, dude, I'm not.
We've all done it.
Like when Zlatan was a 9 and Cavani play on the wing, Cavani's way back there defending. Yeah. And Bobby's like, I'm not trying to do this. How come Icardi gets to walk around everywhere?
Wait for a long ball.
And not like he can get a counterattack cracking. 42nd minute. Okay, so 42nd minute, Courtois tackled Icardi in the box.
That play. So
it's going to VAR, and they also gave him a red card. And I put Courtois sucks. I thought it was a penalty. Huh.
I did too.
Yeah.
And I you know what's funny? Everybody used to rave about Courtois' athleticism. For me, I was like, that was the most athletic thing I've ever seen. You just threw your body in there. He didn't time that correctly at all. I thought it was
no, he's not athletic at all.
Yeah,
really.
He looked really lethargic and slow.
He's not athletic at all.
That was one of 2 times I saw him be like that in his game.
He had
very slow.
Many times his saves weren't very powerful and well thought out.
It's what we said before in the Chelsea game where he gave up the Belgium game in the World Cup. He just so slow getting to the ground. It takes forever getting down there, dude.
Yeah. And that's the problem with a very tall goalie like that.
True.
But so it goes to VAR, goes back to a foul on Marcelo by Idrissa Gueye. I put a big LOL, but I do think that was a foul. I thought it was a foul when it happened because he extended his arms on the push on Marcelo. He extended all the way. That's enough for a foul.
Do you think that's a situation necessarily VAR is great for?
Okay, so I've seen VAR happen like that before in Italy. I remember I forgot what game it was. This was a couple whenever Italy got it for the first season. There was a goal. They went to VAR and they took it back over a minute because there was a foul. I've already said VAR is trash. I think VAR is trash. Get it out of there. But if that's the rules, that's the rules.
No, yeah, me, I'm like, look, I'm a Real fan, and I'm cheering for Real in that game, and I'm thinking to myself, I didn't even want it to go to VAR. I wanted the pace of the game to keep going. The game, to me, felt like it was so on this great rhythm, where even if, hypothetically, Real gave up a goal right there, but, dude, the rhythm is great. We'll get it back. We'll get this back. I didn't feel oh, no. I wasn't... of course, I was mad at Courtois, but at the same time, I was like... It just felt like it was supposed to just be soccer happening. But then when that VAR comes, I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm gonna go. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Went to the bathroom, came back, did all this.
A whole break 8 minutes. I was mad there was only 3 minutes or the extra time for the first time. That's 5 minutes.
They've been forever cheating extra time forever.
But yeah, so they didn't get the penalty. Halftime, it goes in 1-0. Real Madrid's balling. At halftime, Tuchel puts on Neymar for Idrissa Gueye. I don't know if he was... Can you chill? I got some very good kombucha right here. Maca Berry Health Aid.
Please sponsor us.
But yeah, Neymar comes on for Idrissa Gueye. Interesting. I don't really know like exactly how that formation's set up. You still got Icardi, Mbappe, Di Maria, Neymar.
Did Di Maria slide over to the middle?
You know, they're just all running around, honestly.
Fair. I can respect that.
So Neymar only played one half. And I was debating. I was like, should I do a Neymar lost ball tracker?
This is, by the way, exclamation mark on this, asterisk on it. This is a 1/2 tracker.
Also, when I did the Neymar lost ball tracker in the game against Lille, they also did it on the Les Beaux Jeux podcast, the Ligue 1 podcast. And I wonder if they heard me do it.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. They dead ass heard you do it. I'm sorry. Like, I know, come on, dog. I've never heard on the show someone do a lost ball tracker. Dog. You know, come on.
They said that Neymar had 50 touches, and the dude was like, yeah, and he lost like about a third of those. And I think I had that Neymar I didn't count touches, but I think I had him losing the ball like 14 times. So I don't know if they heard me do it, or if maybe some French person did it and they just repeated it. But I've never heard of a lost ball tracker.
Tracker OGs out here.
I've never heard of a lost ball tracker in my life.
I'm the first one to do the Bakayoko tracker.
Oh, no cap. Who I think is playing well for Monaco.
He is actually.
But I'll get to the Neymar lost ball tracker after the match. Okay, so 46 minute right after halftime, Benzema almost scores. This is a good save by Keylor Navas. 62nd minute, I put that Real Madrid still look great in the final third. And I put, this is 62nd minute, I put Icardi has not touched the ball yet. 64th minute, Eden Hazard got hurt. I think it's an ankle injury. I thought it was going to be bad. But,
me too.
But they're saying it's like a bruise or something.
They said it's a contusion or whatever, so it's 10 days.
Okay, yeah, because it looked bad. Like,
but when I saw that, I was like, come on. But then, it was funny. Pani was like, Vinicius time.
He wasn't even on the bench.
I know, in my head, I was like, Vinicius time.
Well, it was Bale time. So Bale came on for Hazard, and I was like, let's see if it's still fluid when Bale comes on. Definitely wasn't the same.
I can't emphasize... If any of those people that were in those comments talking about, oh man, like he's this and this for the team and he's been this kind of player, like talking like they obviously have never watched any games of his except for the highlight they see of him doing the bicycle kick and then the one where he kicked the ball at the goal and the goalie fumbled it.
The goalie literally hits the ball into the goal.
Literally, you barely get credit for that. You just threw it up there like Ronaldo's all free kicks and this was the goalie actually just let it in.
The goalie hit the ball into the goal. It should be an own goal.
The number one criticism of Ronaldo, he's a bad free kick taker, but he takes free kicks.
That wasn't a free kick.
I know, but I'm saying like he does, like he takes those long shots like that, right? And then right to the goalie. And then the goalies usually fumble it or never. This one actually went off and went in the goal. He got a gift and
investigate Karius. He threw the ball into the goal.
But he ran away to Turkey.
Right? There ain't no rules.
No. So it's like in that game, it's just like. I'm like, you can't say those things in the past and watch this game right now. Like, I'm literally thinking it's 3 minutes in him on the field. I'm like, it's a whole different game now.
He's so poor.
It's like our team pace went down by 40. Like, the connection was gone.
Yeah.
The connecting
so
passes,
slow.
he's slow. I'm like, yo, why is Fede Valverde so much faster than you, but you're supposed to be a winger?
Yo, dog, you could literally put Valverde on the wing there.
The way he was playing, especially.
Absolutely.
Like, he was moving out there.
He'll probably be excited. He's like, oh, nice.
You know what's really crazy about it? I'm like, dog, are you tired yet? He's like running all day.
He's like 20 years old. You don't get to get tired.
He's running all day.
Yeah, and Isco was too.
He kind of reminded me like how Sanchez was, just running all over the damn field, not getting tired when he was on Benfica.
Yeah, and also Isco too. He was running around playing a lot of defense. I think I wrote that somewhere.
This is Bearded Isco. Bearded Isco don't be playing games.
He was like, I got to start.
Bearded Isco, weird.
But yeah, so Bale came on in 68th minute. Marcelo got a yellow card after that. I think this is 74th minute. Bale dribbled the ball out of bounds. Literally, like he's like, you can tell in his mind he was like, oh, I got to try to like do something. And he literally dribbled the ball out of bounds. Like, you have no moves. He's like Griezmann. He cannot dribble. All he ever is going to do is put in a cross. And he put in a couple crosses, but like, Anybody can do that.
Yeah.
Right backs and left
You know
backs
who else
do
does
that.
You know who else does that? Lucas Vasquez.
Yeah.
He puts in crosses.
You can put in a cross. And Lucas Vasquez actually got moves. And he'll put moves on people. I've seen Lucas Vasquez do many step overs.
Me too. I have to. I'm not gonna front about that.
I've seen him do many step overs.
I'm not gonna say he doesn't do moves.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've seen him try to put in crosses with his off foot too, with his left foot. Yeah. So anyway, 75th minute, Thomas Tuchel literally is just like, he's just weird, and I just don't even understand this guy. He brings on, I mean, I guess it worked out in some ways, but he brings on Sarabia and Draxler for Di Maria and Icardi. I put weird. And then 76th minute, Modric came on for Valverde, which is fine. Like that's a
great sub.
That's a good sub.
How you complain about Modric coming off the bench?
Yeah, and Modric played well too. Yeah. He was turned up, and that honestly, it's a good amount of time for him to play. But anyway, 79th minute, another goal. Benzema dunked on Kimpembe.
That goal was like, dog, you're so elite.
He dunked on him. So a cross came in from, I want to say
Carvajal.
No, it was. I think it was from Modric actually, and then Isco headed it back to Marcelo, who crossed it to Benzema, and Benzema dunked on Kimpembe.
How the hell do you defend that?
Huh?
How the hell do you defend that? There's so much madness going on.
Well, I mean, you can defend it. I mean, you can.
I'm just saying, like, it's just funny. The connections right there.
81st minute. Okay, so then the, I don't want to say not like the downfall, because Real Madrid goals they gave up, they were like lucky for PSG. So 81st minute, like right after that, Mbappe gets a goal. A cross comes in from somebody, and Varane is trying to clear it, but I think he missed it, and then it it hit Courtois, and then it just fell to Kimpembe, and he just tapped it in. Just one of those mistakes that can happen sometimes.
There was the one where, I don't know, okay, I'm going to keep it real. I want to say it's just a mistake, but I kind of want to put it on Courtois again. Because
I did too. I thought it was more Courtois than Varane.
It's not. Sure. I don't want to blame Varane all the way, because he's running back towards the goal. Courtois has the entire vision unfolding before him.
True.
And it was a situation, once again, we had to get low on the ground and stop some type of crossing, and he couldn't.
He's bad at
He literally couldn't again. So I agree. Someone like Kayler, I know they could get there. It's fine. And I know that there's that trust and different where he's willing to go in there like hard and knows that Varane will avoid him somehow, or just whatever. He wants to just save it. Like Courtois, I feel like there's some level of reservation when he's like going
slow.
there.
He's kind of slow.
Yeah,
it's
like,
true.
It's rough.
Yeah, 86. So right after that,
so when I saw that goal, I'm like, of course.
Yeah. 82nd minute, Rodrigo came on for Isco. 83rd minute, we get another goal by PSG. Sarabia got the goal. What happened? There was a cross by Bernat. Mbappe dummied it. Neymar, I think, missed it. Draxler shot it, and then the rebound came to Sarabia, who just shot it in.
Lefty.
Yeah, and it was just another one of those. Like I don't want to call it a fluke, but like because he could have missed it, but it wasn't like a fluid goal.
It wasn't like because I made these tactical changes that this created. So it was just there was chaos, and then it was chaos. Rebound,
and that was both
like
goals,
on FIFA,
basically. But yeah. The only thing that happened after that, deep in the stoppage time, in the 3rd minute of stoppage time, Draxler fouled Modric close to the box. I didn't really want Bale to take it. I was like, I'd rather have Toni Kroos take it. Bale took it and hit off the crossbar, and that's the highlight of his match. I was kind of annoyed that the people kept on saying, oh, it's such a good free kick. It's not a good free kick unless it goes in, dude. Like, what are you talking about? Like, we talked about this before. It's not a good free kick unless it goes in. It just looks good, but it's not good. It didn't go in the net. It's just another miss. Like, come on now.
Yeah, good free kick is like Dybala's free kick.
I'd rather it. Yeah, that. Oh my god. I'd rather it look bad and then go in. Like if it just ricocheted. Like whatever. Nobody's gonna remember that. You just remember the score.
Yeah, deadass.
But whatever. 2-2 PSG. They are top of the group. And they're going to the round of 16. They didn't really look good. And honestly, like that's the first time PSG's lost a couple matches in Ligue 1 so far. But that was their first time playing against a team that plays really well and is confident. And it could have been way worse than that. they just had a pressure on them the whole time. They didn't look good at all.
Yeah.
And I'm excited next week for the Le Bonjour podcast to hear them talk about that. Sadly, it comes out on Mondays. But let's get into the rest of the games that was that day. Juve beat Atletico Madrid 1-0. I was going to watch that game. I was like, kind of got over it. I was watching for a little bit, but I was like, I feel like it's going to be 0-0. It was the same time as PSG, and I was going to watch it after, but I just really suck at watching recorded games. I just am really bad. So I did notice that CR7 and Dybala were starting up top, and Aaron Ramsey was kind of playing underneath him. Maurizio Sarri is like walking around on the sideline chewing something, and I was like, the F is Sarri chewing on, looking like an old bum. He looks just like, his like mouth is black. I'm like,
is he chewing tobacco?
How many cigarettes you smoke, dude? He's like chewing on something because I think he's like a cigarette addict.
Oh my god.
But at the end, okay, so Dybala had that crazy free kick that was like super gangster, but at the end of the match, Morata had a tap in, and he just like did some weird thing where he just like missed it altogether. Investigate Morata. He used to play there. He might have some. You know how Italy go, and I've heard about Juve's ultras and stuff. They don't play no games. Investigate, because anybody who saw that, you're like, yo, dog. Like, I was watching Valencia.
Pressure, man.
Caesar, if you see that highlight, you're gonna be like,
I saw it.
It's kind of like, hey, man.
Yeah. I immediately thought of your quote. Investigate.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I saw Valencia Chelsea, and there was like a couple missed, not exactly tap-ins, but like the crosses come in and you got to connect. They were a little bit more difficult, and the players missed them. Like, one went through Maxi Gomez's legs. But like, those things you can see, like as an athlete, you can see like how it just didn't come at the right time. You couldn't slow it up, and it just went between your legs.
Just timing was bad.
And then Rodrigo had one at the end of the match where he could have, like, it just hit wrong off his foot. Morata looked like he like did a fake step and just fell over it. I'm like, investigate. I don't trust him. Lokomotiv Moscow lost to Bayer Leverkusen 2-0. Galatasaray 1-1 with Club Brugge. Don't matter. I guess they're fighting for a Europa League spot. I guess. I guess I could look at the standings.
Club Brugge.
Yeah, it was crazy though because at the end of the match, okay, so the Club Brugge guy scores. He takes his shirt off in a celebration, gets a second yellow, and that's a red card. Okay, I don't know if he knew or what.
He Chris Webber. You know, timeouts left.
Okay. So he takes his shirt off the goal.
Yeah.
Gets a red card because it's the second yellow card. Then there's another red card because one of the other dudes, when they were running to celebrate, ran and jumped and kicked the corner flag and it broke. And the ref gave him a yellow card for that. That was his second yellow, and that's his red card. So Bruges ended with 9 players, but it was like way at the end, so it was fine. But I remember I seen it on TV and had the 2 reds. I was like, damn, you get 2 reds for it. It's only 1-1. I'm thinking they happened like way early, but
that's crazy.
That's wild. And they both got
a bunch of dummies.
You feel me? So they both got to miss the last game, both those players, and that sucks for them because they're fighting for a Europa spot. Bruges is on 3 points and Galatasaray is on 2. And I think PSG will be playing Galatasaray at home. And then so Bruges is playing Real Madrid. They tied them last time or beat them, whatever. Did they tie him? They tied him last time. I don't know. Yeah, they tied him. Tottenham beat Olympiacos 4-2. They were down 2-0 before Tottenham came back. Ruben Semedo scored. The homie, the criminal, he's out on bail, fresh out of jail. He's still got an attempted murder charge lingering. Kidnapping and attempted murder charge lingering. But he's out here playing in Greece.
Living life.
Yeah. Out on bail.
I forgot all about that Ruben Semedo situation.
Kidnapped the dude, took the money. He said the dude owed him money. Kidnapped the dude, took his bread, and shot at him on the street, allegedly.
What a gun.
And he's out on bail. But he's doing his thing. What's it called?
Valero right now, chilling? He's at Valero kicking it?
He ought to be. I want to talk about Tottenham's goals. Tottenham was down 2-0 before they came back. Their first goal was a lucky goal by Dele Alli. Their second goal, what does that say? The second goal, there was a foul that wasn't called against Olympiacos. They went on to score. Third goal, so this is 2 flukes. Third goal is a fluke because it was Serge Aurier scored. And the only goal that was real was a Harry Kane goal.
Damn, that's why you shot my boy Serge Aurier.
He's garbage, dog. I'm sorry. Manchester City and Shakhtar tied 1-1. You heard about Kun Aguero getting hurt. I don't know. They said he's going to be out for a minute, so this is a good opportunity for Gabriel Jesus to get some good playing time. Bayern,
much needed.
Yeah, Bayern Munich beat the dog shit out of Red Star Belgrade 6-0 and Atalanta 1-2-0.
I just think it's really funny. Lewandowski loves being all happy on about how good he is when he's playing against Red Star Belgrade and stuff like that. Talking about, I love scoring goals. The last time I checked, dude, when these brackets come out, when these tournaments and the knockout matches come, you don't be doing all this extra 5-goal stuff, do you?
Well,
it's really cute to be flexing about 4 goals against Red Star Belgrade.
He's been complaining about Bayern Munich for a minute too. But I guess Honus is out of there or something. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Honus got in trouble with that, right?
Again, criminal.
I mean, he got in trouble though because he was like he made the statement saying that like as long as he's like breathing or something like that, Ter Stegen will never be starting goalie at Germany.
Weird stuff. I wonder if it's like some regional beef.
I don't know if it's regional beef or he just be drunk on Twitter, but
it's probably regional beef. People don't want to act like these people out there in Europe are
I'm like, dog, I get like you still like
Manuel
Neuer, even though he's like kind of getting chubby and slower now, but
Neuer's not even good, dude.
No, he's not. But I don't think he's good at all. But Ter Stegen's a good goalie. So it's really disrespectful to be like, he's never going to start.
It's probably regional beef. Ter Stegen's from somewhere,
he's probably mad. Ter Stegen probably turned him down to pass to come play for Bayern. He's like, oh, you want to play for Barca?
And probably different city beef. They probably from different gangs.
It might be.
You know what I'm saying? Different mafias.
Supposed to be impartial, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Also, Atalanta beat Dinamo Zagreb, and Papu Gomez had a really dope goal. I can't really remember it, but it was really dope. So today I did watch Valencia versus Chelsea. Don't really care about that for real.
Nobody.
But I'm gonna get into it anyway. I'll probably skip some stuff. So the reason why I kind of wanted to watch this game was that starting the day, Valencia, Ajax, and Chelsea all sitting on 7 points in the group, but Valencia was third. Kind of sucked. Kondogbia was not playing today. Like he wasn't on the bench either. This is my first time I really feel like I've seen Pulisic play for real.
Like what?
At Chelsea.
Oh, okay, Chelsea.
Like I might have seen him a little bit, but I haven't really seen him like start and play for real. And your boy Tammy Abraham starting. Is he named after Tammy from Street Fighter? Tammy Abraham. She was British too. Tammy Abraham starting.
Yo, that's really dope.
Tammy. I got another question about a Chelsea player later too. Tammy Abraham starting over Batshuayi and Olivier Giroud.
Yes, highly rated Tammy from the youth team on Chelsea. Highly rated.
You liked him in the beginning, and then you said he's whack. He's just tall.
Yeah, I can't watch him anymore.
Yeah,
like he was dope for a little bit. Then I was kind of mad that he's like that tall and he's like kind of being all weakly. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't watch you like fall over the place.
Like 14.
Yeah, but I can't watch you like be flopping around all lanky. It bothers me. Like if you're at least have backbone or something.
Be like that 176 dude they used to like from Monaco.
Oh, Lassina Traore was a baller. Oh, I almost got excited. I thought there was another Lassina Traore, but I thought it was him again. He came back, but it was a different guy with 2 S's instead of LAC. My bad. I was like, damn it, wrong Lassina.
Yeah.
That's my guy right there. What's he up to?
Not a damn thing.
He can start right now for the Galaxy if Zlatan's gone. He can start right now.
He probably could.
Come on, man.
Mourinho
wanted him at Chelsea at one point.
They probably still got that Gordon guy.
Mourinho literally said, I swear, he could look this up. He said, that's the best feet on a tall guy I've ever seen. He said he has soft feet. Much. He said he has soft feet, man. That's my guy.
He might have said that's the best feet on a guy that's 6'7".
I'm not going to sit here and take Lassina Traore disses on the show that I'm a part of. That's my guy. Go ahead, please.
Anyway,
7-6.
Second minute, Willian had a good header chance. He skied it over. I was like, damn, dog, that was a good shot. Willian's hair looked crazy, dude. Like,
it's raining.
It was kind of extra, dog. I'm like, yo, dude, come on. Like, you ain't got a pick out there. It looked like all naughty.
He never picks it.
It was really... Come on,
He's
dude.
doing like the kids doing now, leaving it super nappy.
It's really bad, dude. Getting M's,
I'm about to say something.
Let me being racist.
I was about to.
7th minute, Jorginho got a yellow card.
Also, Willian infamous for being Brazil Stats 2 old Twitter, who's long gone, most hated player of all time.
William's doing bad in that World Cup.
William's still out there playing too.
William's doing really bad in that World Cup. I can't front.
I wanted to end him. It was his fault. I'm playing. They shouldn't have called him up.
Damn. 10th minute, I put that Chelsea looks better than Valencia. There was some guy named Costa that started at left back for...
Who?
Some dude named Costa. Jaime Costa or something like that. Started left back for Valencia. I put that this guy's a liability. I never heard of him. After that, I put...
This guy's a liability.
He was bad.
Attack him.
After that, I put William might be done on the low.
Oh.
He might be done, dog.
MLS time.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go play Flamingo.
You feel me? We're going to get into him later. Let me skip some of this stuff. 30th minute, Maxi Gomez had his second missed shot, and it was kind of cute because he was like kind of like his momentum took him like close to the stands, and the fans like they were like encouraging him. They were like clapping for him and stuff, like keep it going. I thought that was really cute. This is funny. 37th minute, N'Golo Kante missed a shot over the bar, and I was like, this is looking like a 0-0 match. 40th minute, Carlos Soler scored. It was a great cross by Rodrigo, who had a terrible game. We'll get into that. Then right after that, Kovacic scored on some wild shot that hit the bottom corner. It was a bad header clearance by Rodrigo. The ball fell to Kovacic and he got it in the bottom corner. I think that's his first goal for Chelsea. 45th minute, Tammy Abraham was down injured and he had to get subbed out at halftime for Batman, a.k.a. Batshuayi. Jaden Smith said, Batman, 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 Batman.
Are you okay? That's the second time you said
that. That's what Jaden Smith said. Batman, 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 Batman.
What are you doing?
You ever seen that video?
Yeah.
It's garbage with the white thing. I'm like, you look crazy. That was a hit, I guess, for young people. 50th minute, Pulisic goal. Called offside initially, went to VAR, and it was given. Pulisic got himself a goal. It took about 3 minutes for that goal to be given. Let me skip some of this. 57th minute, Rodrigo, another miss. 63rd minute penalty called on Jorginho. Should have been a second yellow card. Actually, he got lucky. Should have been a second yellow. Penalty was saved by the most expensive goalkeeper ever, Arrizabalaga. I remember when I told you how much he made last season. You were like, Jesus.
Oh, he got some stupid contract, right?
Crazy. The most ballingest goalie of all time.
I'm like, damn, your age is a goon.
You feel me? But he did save that penalty on Danny Pereira. I guess he earned it.
He's not bad.
67th minute, Rodrigo, another bad shot. Let me skip some of this. 82nd minute, goal by Daniel Voss. Here's my question. So 80th minute, Mason Mount came on for William. Is Mason Mount related to Joseph Mount of Metronomy, the band? Anybody listen? Are they related? Joseph Mount of Metronomy.
I can't do this.
Is he related to Mason Mount? Metronomy is a really good band. So anyway, 82nd minute, Daniel Voss scored. It was a rocket shot, but it was a cross that went to, that just ended up in the back of the net. It was a nice dummy by Rodrigo on that. 7 minutes of extra time, ridiculous. In the 6th minute of extra time, Rodrigo, another miss. He was like really bad in front of goal today. Horrible, missing everything.
Sell out.
Is he a coon?
Yeah, Brazil to Spain. Can't accept that.
But yeah, the game ended 2-2. Anybody know about Mason Mount and Joseph Mount? Holla at your boy.
No one's going to reply about that.
Barcelona did beat BVB 3-1 at home. I was watching the game until it went to 2-0. I was like, BVB gave up.
Those are really bad.
Dembele, they're not doing well?
BB's not a good team.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know how they're doing in Bundesliga. Dembele got hurt. He was crying.
Did you see the video of him getting hurt though?
No, I didn't actually.
You see, like nobody went to help him.
Oh, really? They didn't. Nobody gave him no love. Not even Umtiti. He started.
Messi kind of went over there and just had like his hands on his knees talking to him, but like no one else went over there. He was it kind of made me sad, dog. Kind of broke my heart.
Maybe they don't like him. Maybe he's an asshole.
I know, but you know what the thing is though. You still got to think he's like 20 years old, 21, man.
So what does that mean?
He's a kid.
You're allowed to be an asshole?
No, but you can't.
No, I'm just joking. You got to go.
It's a bad example for him too.
Even if you don't like him, like outside of the pitch, like
he could be out for the year or something. It's bad.
You got to go like encourage the dude.
That was a nasty injury. Like
he walked off fine.
Yeah, but like not the injury though, like the injury happening, I was like, oh god, it was not.
I mean, he walked off. He wasn't limping.
Yeah, but I'm saying when you watch the impact of the injury, like I thought it was gonna be awful. But I just kind of wish somebody came out. I was like, damn, nobody want to come over there.
Nobody like him, dog. Not even Umtiti.
Huh?
Not even Umtiti.
Is Umtiti over there eating Doritos on the bench?
He started today. Not even Longley. He's French.
He left far.
Longley's French too.
Brother man, bro.
He was kind of doing his thing before that too. He's a
threat. That's why.
I put that
they know how to treat threat.
I put that he has way more energy than anybody else on Barcelona. I put that early.
He's super. He definitely gets he gets on his bike out there.
You're corny. Messi probably put a hit out on him, honestly.
No, I think everybody realizes he's kind of a threat to Messi. Like, we can't really be supporting this.
That's
we
what
gotta pick a side.
No, I'm saying Messi probably put a hit out on him. Probably paid a BVB player to injure him. I didn't see the injury. Yeah, well, he probably paid some. Was it like a contact injury?
Yeah.
Like some BVB player caused an injury. Messi probably put a hit out on him, dog. Mm-hmm. I've always thought that Messi don't like him because Dembele's better than him.
I think so too.
Like facts.
Especially like seeing like he has everything to be even more better. Like you look at him, you're like, wow, that guy's it all.
Like Messi's great. Messi does a lot, but like
Messi probably hate him at practice.
Like, yeah, he's like, damn, dude, this dude's doing some stuff. I ain't done that.
This dude like this.
Yeah. Messi like, damn, I couldn't do that since Obama's first term. Damn.
I ain't gonna do that since I had long hair.
I couldn't do that since Si Se Puede days. He's like, this little young black mother over here.
Messi's this young black.
He's like, man, Obama first term out here. Bail out the banks, Obama. But anyway, that was sad. But yeah, I stopped watching the game. Griezmann came on for Dembele, and he got a goal. It was easy. It wasn't nothing impressive. I'm sure he had a bad game. I didn't watch it. Griezmann's so bad. Yo, anytime you're a $100 million player and you really get on the TV and say you can't dribble, although I already called him out before saying he cannot get around no player, and I don't know what was going on at Letty. Like maybe he was just scoring mostly on counterattacks or just like open shots.
No, I mean, he never had goals where it's a one-on-one. He had to break a dude off and score like straight up. Like you know what he had? He kind of had a lot of those Mertens goals, like where he's like out, made a beautiful run. He's out there, so one-on-one, he cleans it up and stuff like that. I mean, and those chips and all that. But
I've seen most.
I'm sure he can move like this, but he can't.
He can't dribble with the ball. He
can't go like one-on-one. I'm gonna get by you and score. He not that dude.
I've seen him. I've seen most number 9s, I've seen most wingers do that. I've seen Cavani put 2 people on skates before. Griezmann, you can't do a $100 million dude? For real? Whack. Sell him. But anyway, Barca won 3-1. Liverpool
I'm not paying nobody more than... I'm not paying anybody in upper echelons of 80 million plus, 100 million plus if you can't get by somebody.
Not one dude?
Come on, man. I'm not paying nobody more. If I'm not paying no attacker that much money if you can't get by somebody. How dare you command 100-something million plus to buy a player if you can't pass a person?
Let me say this too. I saw, where did I see this? They were talking about, damn, this is going to be annoying because I can't remember. It was something about Real Madrid. It was about Zidane wanting to get Mbappe since 2017. Since Mbappe was on Monaco, that one season where Monaco balled out, he was saying that...
He was saying actually... No, before he went to Monaco. It was on Bali, whatever that team was on before. Some French team.
Okay.
I'm sorry to clean stuff up.
Can you chill? Zidane was saying he wanted to get Mbappe the season after Monaco went far in Champions League. He said that he wanted to get Mbappe if Gareth Bale could leave. and Bale didn't leave, so they couldn't get Mbappe. If you're telling me right now that Gareth Bale is good and a star, and Zidane's like pushing for, he's telling Florentino Perez, I want Mbappe. If Bale's gone, like basically saying like try to get Bale, try to get somebody to buy Gareth Bale, so we can get Mbappe.
Those wages to pay the wages towards Mbappe.
Nobody wanted him in 2017.
That's
season.
a long time ago, man.
That was the 2016-17 season.
Yeah,
nobody's wanted Bale since then. And that's
they
it right there.
Watching the game.
So daggone, we've been saying it for two seasons now, and Zidane confirmed it. He probably listened to the podcast and just said it so he can sound better.
No, that's crazy.
Bale sucks, basically. Anyway,
like dead ass.
Liverpool, whatever if he sucks or not, but no other team want him. And if you're good, other teams want you. Especially if you're kicking up dust in the media every season about like
every season,
every offseason you're kicking up dust, and nobody's like, I mean,
after you won Champions League, you want to dip.
Kicking up dust. No other team's like, let's try to get Gareth Bale out of there.
Wait, Gareth Bale's available in the market?
Caesar,
let's all get him now.
Caesar, you know if any other player in Real Madrid at that time, if it was Benzema, Cruz, Casemiro, Modric, Varane, Ramos, Marcelo, maybe not Danilo.
Seriously?
What I mean, yeah, of course he would have done anybody to get him, but like if any of those players were like after that season, I don't know about Real Madrid no more.
I remember there was even rumors.
Any other team would have been like, we got 80+ million.
I remember in 17 there were rumors about like they were gonna pay a bunch of money to Vasquez. It was like, wow, they want Vasquez for that much money? Like everybody was hot on that team for that win. Everybody wanted to play from there,
except
Gareth
Bale,
Bartolome Bale. That's his name.
Shout out to Vincenzo. Liverpool versus Napoli. 1-1. Now, in the last match day, Liverpool need a draw so they can advance. They're playing Red Bull Salzburg, who's been scoring a lot of goals. And but in that game, Liverpool dominated possession and shots.
They started a team with 2 Asian players, by the way.
Who's this? Salzburg?
Salzburg, yeah. I was like, whoa,
dope. Oh, and a Korean player came in for Valencia too. Something, yeah.
Yeah. He's supposed to be a hot prospect.
Yeah, he's good.
Him and Kubo was the hot things.
I'm not really into him because he's left-footed, but I'm down. Inter Milan beat the dog shit.
Kubo.
He's left-footed?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to like him. Inter Milan beat the dog shit out of Prague 3-1. They had some dope goals. Lukaku was thugging. They played Barcelona their last match, and BVB's playing Prague. And they're both on the same amount of points, so it'll be interesting. Like, one of them could be out of here. Like, one of them could not advance. We'll see. And Barcelona, and I think they're playing Barcelona at Barcelona. No, actually, no. I think they're playing in Milan. We'll see. Barcelona's really not that good, but damn, dog, that'll suck for Inter because they got a good team. Money. Yeah, and what's his name? Lautaro Martinez and Lukaku were thugging today.
Yeah.
I mean, in the highlights I saw. We don't front over here.
No, we're not
gonna watch the game.
No, I wasn't watching that game.
Zenit beat Lyon 2-0. That's unfortunate, but Lyon didn't have Aouar or Memphis Depay. Lyon has Red Bull Leipzig on their last match. We'll see what they can do. Ajax beat Lille 2-0. Lille's out of here, and Red Bull Leipzig tied Benfica 2-2, and I think they were down 2-0 at some point, and they came back. And Benfica might be out too. I'm not sure. But yeah, Champions League is turned up, and the last match days should be pretty fun. Only a few, like Real Madrid and PSG are both advanced, so those games don't really matter. Barcelona's already advanced. We'll see what they try to do. I think they're already guaranteed first in their group, so we'll see what they try to do as far as wanting to beat Inter Milan, like if they start backups or not. It doesn't necessarily matter if you win your group or not. We've seen Real Madrid win Champions League without winning their group. Tottenham got to the final last season. They didn't win their group. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter that much. But it's turned up. Damn, almost an hour in Champions League. Caesar, did you watch Copa Libertadores? Of course not.
I watched
fake
the highlights.
Yeah. Your boy Gabby goal with the 2 goals. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Gabby goal.
Yeah, my boy. I mean, you've been dogging Gabigol for a long
Definitely
time.
never dogged him. Definitely.
Oh, my.
I just talked about his eyebrows being super manicured. That's all I ever talked about.
Yeah, and
I call him Gabby Girl.
Yeah.
No, I call him Gabrielle.
Before we start that, I actually want to make an announcement here on the show.
No.
It's my retirement. No.
So
this is actually was about to talk about this, but luckily it's better. Salvador has had some horrific rain as of lately. They was raining for 45 hours straight over there. The streets were destroyed. As you can see here, some of the freeways fell apart. It's really bad. What are you laughing at, man? If it was Uruguay, you would be tearing up.
He didn't show me a picture of a freeway. He showed me something else.
The freeway broke apart.
Oh, now you're going to show it.
Pista. See right there, it was really bad. A lot of flooding. The rain just stopped this morning, finally. So it's been rough out there. A lot of rain. Hope everybody's okay. Thought it'd be appropriate to do this right before we start talking about Libertadores. And also, before you start about that, congratulations to Flamengo. But hope you give them some of that money back to the people, sir. But go ahead.
Who's sir? Who is that? Mr. Flamengo?
The 18 million they got. Please give that to some of the people, please.
What people?
Some of that. The people in Rio. The supporters that pay a ton of money for that team.
I never seen Sneeze.
Dead broke.
I never seen Sneeze one time on his Twitch stream ever.
That's not true because I put myself on mute.
Wow. Can you mute?
You have a mute button?
Anyway, Flamengo won. Now, Caesar, you want me to tell you the secret to their success? I will stab you with this pencil. Don't play with me in here. You want me to tell you the secret to their success?
Felipe Luis.
Okay, do you want me to tell you?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'm going to tell you anyway. It's one Georgian de Aracheta, Uruguayan midfielder, 25 years old.
My God.
You come with an Uruguayan midfielder up in daggone Brazil, you win in the...
It wasn't Gabigol sensational goal year?
No, it was de Aracheta.
How do you say his name?
Does it matter?
Okay.
It's Gabriel Go and de Aracheta.
No one says it's Gabigol. No one ever said that ever.
They never said Gabriel Go?
They say Gabigol. They don't say the other dude you name it out as nobody.
Are you kidding me? He's a baller. He's their number 10. They won the league also by 13 points. Is Vitoria coming out of Serie D or what?
No.
They're staying in Serie. They probably got relegated to Serie E.
B. Boolin.
Okay. But yeah, shout out to Flamengo. It's good for them because they had those horrific fires last season where a bunch of the youth players died at their facility. That was really sad, and we did talk about that on the podcast. Cesar Avi doesn't care. He only cares about Salvador broken roads.
Wow, dude.
I mean, you're not saying anything about the kids dying in a fire. You're not saying anything about the kids.
Sensitive.
First of all, Cesar,
I'm not saying anything about the kids dying in a fire from a segment we mentioned a year ago that I was a part of and we talked about.
Definitely wasn't.
What kind of cap-ass stuff was that about?
Definitely
Are you kidding me?
Definitely wasn't a year
You said
ago.
last year.
Last season.
Okay, last season, which was a year ago. Damn. What's wrong with you, man? God. This dude trying to come for my head.
Pause.
Said he didn't even show me a freeway. You think I was showing you Google images of dogs?
I wish y'all would have showed, if y'all would have shown. She was a child. He talking about showing me a picture of a railroad.
Why are you smiling about this, man? What if people died?
Caesar,
what are you giggling about?
Caesar,
you just love to see. Never mind.
Caesar,
you
no
love
cap,
to see that part of the world.
No cap.
Pain.
I care about
you
Brazil more than you.
That's a lie. You don't.
Do you want to get into this right now?
You really don't.
I'm gonna let him live.
You cheer against Brazil more than anybody I've ever seen. That's not even Brazilian.
I'm gonna let him live. But I care more about Brazil than he does.
I'm glad you tell yourself that when you look in the mirror, but it's not the truth.
Okay, I'm not gonna. When we're on a bigger platform, then I'll call him out. Because then it's more fun.
Sure.
Anyway, Caesar.
It's like all the times you accepted going to Diaperville, as you call it, right?
I never called it Ville.
I never called it Ville.
Yeah, I called it land. Diaper land, sir. Oh, I should ask your cousin about that. When you get on your stream, I'll ask her again. Hey, Lou, what's her name?
Lua.
Like
Luana.
I'm like, hey, what's up with them diapers? She went, oh, those are fresh Louis. Anyway, Caesar. I don't know if you heard about this about Mario Balotelli. You probably refer to him as a coon, I'm sure. But
what the hell, man? I definitely heard about what you're about to talk about. It definitely made me irate. But let's get into it.
Let's talk about what the chairman of Caesar do not carry.
The thing is also before you mention this, we didn't do the show when the situation happened where he's playing in the Brescia game and then he had to kick the ball into the stands that the fans were yelling.
We definitely talked about that.
We did?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We definitely talked about that, dog.
You probably skipped those because you don't care.
We definitely talked about that when we talked about Mike Tyson. We talked about that.
We talked about Mike Tyson?
Yes, in Ukraine.
Oh, so he didn't have his own segment. We just piggybacked off Mike Tyson in Ukraine.
This dude Caesar, yo, don't even care about this podcast, yo. I swear. He only do this podcast so he can hang out with me sometimes.
Are you stupid?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Okay, so Mario Balotelli, the owner of the team, he also used to own Leeds, I guess. He said, "What's up?"
You said Mario Balotelli, the owner of the team.
People can hear inflection, sir. Maybe you
don't ever drop that here in the show again, please.
Okay. The dude's name is Massimo Cellino. I guess that's how they admit. Anyway, this is what he said. What can I say? There was an incident with Mario Balotelli and the manager of the club, and that's why Balotelli was left out against Roma. He said, what can I say? That he's black and he's working to whiten himself, but he has great difficulties in this.
Lighten, right?
Now, they were saying that it's a play on the word black, meaning like angry. Like it's kind of like being funny, whatever. He didn't mean it like that, is what he said. Like with the, excuse me.
Of course.
The owner of the team said.
Because
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, of course, because we just hear this all the time, but it is the one time we get upset about it, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
They're saying, oh, it's just a joke, a play on words. That's why this is used so commonly and translated like this all the time.
Yeah, we never heard it before.
I've never heard this term in my life, dude. No, but it's all of a sudden we talking about Balotelli. I'm so shocked.
Yeah. It's really annoying because, like, yeah, he's trying to justify it, whatever, and I understand that. Like, he's not going to be like, yeah, I'm racist. But, like...
if he did, really, you're kind of grown for that.
Finally.
Finally someone kept it real.
But it just sucks because it harkens back to Balotelli's shirt. Why always me? You know, that was how many years ago? 2011 or something like that?
That was at Manchester City when they were about to win their first premiere, too. It's crazy because, you know, you don't ever like to be like, oh, someone's career has been the result of this behavior or how they are. Don't show that. Don't rip that.
Caesar drinks that.
It's delicious though. 10% juice. So better than 1% Sunny D. So you hate to like see that happening because it's just like you want a player's career to be defined by his talent or whatever's going on, and a lot of people are never gonna give him like, I guess, a pass based on what he's gone through. Like we've discussed at length many times about his career and like what's going on in him as a player, and part of me also feels kind of sad because like he's from Italy, so he wants to play there, but then like that's happening, you know what I mean? Like that, like to me that makes me sad. I remember there was this talk about him possibly going to Dortmund at one point. And it's like, I imagine him thinking to himself.
We talked about that on I think our third episode.
I remember that. And I can imagine him thinking at that point, like, I don't want to go to freaking Germany. I want to go, like, I'd rather go to France or I'd rather go to Italy. Like, you know, that's fun. It's cool. Like, I'm comfortable there. Like, he probably has a lot of friends that are French. Like, I want to go over there. And then I want to go to Italy. Like, so his situation's like, he's not like anybody. You know, he's a very special case in terms of his life. And we talked about his parents and
Grandpa's a Holocaust
survivor. Like his life is very unique, and in terms of unique to us in the public eye. You know what we've seen around the world. Maybe him and his friends and everybody over there, this is on the regular for them, and it's like whatever. Like this is just another day in life of just being an African or black kid in Italy. But for us, it's just like it's staggering. The thing is, it's he may have whatever they want to say about his attitude, whatever this and this, but no matter what, none of his actions, and no matter what he's done, none of his actions should result to him being treated unfairly based upon his color.
Of course not.
Like, that's the point of it, though. Like, no matter what you can say about his spat with managers and other things, his race has nothing to do with it. and what he looks like.
Yeah, and also, I mean, players get into stuff with managers all the time. And Yaya Toure, when they were talking about racism in England with the English players, he was like, "Why are you playing for England?" So you don't got to call him that, but Yaya Toure did. But also, I want to get into what the Dutch teams did in the Netherlands to kind of speak out against that incident that happened to, what's this guy's name again? Ahmed Mendes Moreira. He is a Dutch player. He plays in the second division, and they were making crow sounds at him, which apparently is a racist thing. We don't have that in America. They're making crow sounds.
I'm not lying. That's pretty intense. That's going hard.
Did you say it's pretty ingenious?
Intense.
Oh, intense. Okay, I thought you said it's pretty ingenious. But yeah, they were saying, the people in the ultras are saying he mistook the crow sounds for racism, and it really wasn't. Of course, they're lying. But the Dutch teams, on the next match day, they didn't play for like 2 minutes as a protest against racism. And, you know, that's a big deal. That's a huge thing. I don't know if every team did it. I think they all did. But what do you think about that? You think that could work against, like, stopping racism and stuff?
No.
Why not?
I think that we have the answer. I'm not gonna bring.
There's no other answer.
I'm not gonna like go towards anything else in terms of like what it could be or what the answer can be or what the alternative. I don't think you really you give them 2 minutes. They're just all gonna go get a beer break, get some beers, and get all comfortable and sit down all cozy. But all right, cool. I was trying to sit down anyways. It took me a minute to get in here and get some traffic. It's whatever. Like there's always gonna be a way around that. And no fans in there. They'll just go to a bar and get turned up, and it's not like you're gonna stop the culture of this. What you need to do then is be direct. Jesus, man, that was a big ass piece of no water, you monster. God. If you take another bite without a drink, you're a heathen. So, anyways, especially that crusty old black bottom on that. So the thing is you need to have direct punishment for these teams that the supporters are gonna feel it. Look like my elbows. So you need to have punishments like taking off the points, like Raheem said, taking points off, or like we say, transfer ban. You put a transfer ban, things will change. And I'm tired of harking on the same point that we've said many times before on the show, but I just don't think that 2 minute timeout is going to do anything. A game with no fans is going to do anything. I appreciate them making an effort. I am never going to hate on an organization doing something different and making an effort towards it. But I don't think that's the answer to stop the racism.
In the stands. Okay. I think it's a good idea. I think it was cool because it shows player solidarity. You're not looking to management to do something. They're always going to be tap dancing around issues because they don't.
Wait, so the players did this themselves?
Yeah.
It wasn't like the team organized it. I thought the way you said it was saying like, the referee did some whistle and everybody just said, I didn't know like it was like legit, like the players just like we're just gonna chill.
Yeah, the players came up with it too, to my knowledge.
No, that's cool. That's really cool.
I thought you cared about these issues.
I actually really like that a lot. But I don't think it's the answer, but I think I like the idea. It's cute.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, anyways, Caesar, really quick. I want to talk a little bit about your boy Jay-Z. He's your favorite rapper. He obviously has a sports management company, part of Rock Nation. They represent. I didn't know. I knew about Lukaku. I didn't know about Kevin De Bruyne. They also represent Axel Witsel.
Axel Witsel.
The guy who heads the division, the president of Rock Nation Sports International, Michael Yormak, is saying we're not trying to be the biggest agency in the world. We just want to be the best. He said it's been a big year, a busy period for sure, but an exciting one. This guy's American. Their first signing was Jerome Boateng, actually. They also have Eric Bailly. I think you know this guy, Samuel Chukwueze. You know, they also got Reece James, a little Chelsea right back.
Reece James with the dreads.
He started today.
Hey, it's cool.
He's whatever. And yeah, so they do you think it's a good thing, like an American company getting into like management of international football stars?
A good thing? I mean, I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have the most in-depth knowledge of how the agency side of things works. It doesn't seem to be very.
They don't make them more visible in America.
I mean, I guess they can get crossover sponsorships if they're English-speaking players and stuff like that, but I just don't.
Do you think it's going to help grow the sport in America at all?
I think it'll do. I think that'll do more than MLS is doing right now.
Damn.
MLS ain't doing nothing to grow the sport in America at all. I think that at least I don't know. Putting these if these international players are getting some kind of sponsorship to show up on American shows or ads and everything, that's doing more towards the sport growing and being more visible in this country than MLS doing this backwards ass system to grow the sport from the youth level up.
Okay, Caesar said it.
But I don't think it is.
I'm kind of down to agree with that. Whatever.
I
think it does a little bit.
I don't think there's.
You're a hater too.
I don't know how the agency thing's working, so I don't understand it. I don't.
Middleman here. Oh, you got a deal? Okay, I need a cut.
Yeah, I get it. But I'm saying I just don't know what necessarily it entails for you because someone like George Mendes has 184 players. You're telling me 184 players are getting some kind of extraordinary benefit out of this? I don't know. Maybe, of course, he can talk to any top team, but in terms of I don't know. I just don't know.
Caesar doesn't know.
I don't know.
Ask him something
long-winded. I don't know.
Ask him something about Star Wars Fall Man.
You don't get me started on Mandalorian.
No,
because I was wrong about everything.
The video game, I mean. Anyway, okay, really quick. Last thing I want to talk about really quick. Since we did talk about Kellen Winslow Jr.'s case, because I went to high school with him for a couple of years, and we
with them.
Did write. I didn't write with him, but we rode in the bay together. I was out in the deep end. His mom wouldn't let him go into the deep part. Okay. He was mad. My dad actually knocked me off the thing in the joint. I was so mad. But we talked about his case because not just because of that, but we also talked about delinquent behavior of players. His dad is seeking a workman's comp claim because of head trauma he suffered in the NFL. He has just filed this claim, and he's saying that he needs some compensation for his head trauma from when he played. I want to say the last year he played, it was 1987. What do you think about that, C's?
Workman's comp from 87?
Yeah.
Workman's comp.
Yeah.
Not I'm going to sue you for brain damage I've suffered.
Kinda.
So is that what that workman's comp is?
He has an ongoing insurance case over his brain injuries.
I give it to him.
Damn. Okay.
I mean, I don't know how to. I can't say we had talked on the show about all the brain injury. We talked about when there was a couple deaths going on and with kids. Remember youth having issues from being tackled or something like that. We talked about football changing in this country because. Parents might put less kids in there. I remember we talked about that. So the thing is, I can't be mad at a former player who was wearing the most minimum padding ever, talking about works in my comp. But I want to know what's the scale? I don't get it. What is it based on? Do you want today's salaries on what you'd get back then?
I don't know.
It's a weird thing. It's weird. Have you not been able? I thought I saw him on TV doing I've seen him on TV before.
He went in there and into the court and said his son isn't guilty.
Okay, well, no. But the thing is, look, if he wasn't able to, let's say he had an opportunity to be on some shows, right? And then he wasn't able to because, he just was getting, these issues related to his brain. They'll be like, yo, you got to comp him from that because this sport did this to him, right?
Sport he chose.
He did choose. But
he didn't know the dangers?
Huh? He did, but it's a bunch of billionaire oil
money.
They can take a hit.
No, I'm saying he didn't know the dangers.
I don't think he knew. He didn't know anything about these CTEs or anything like that. No one knew that. And if the NFL now, if the NFL acknowledges that there is CTE based on this, then you're kind of owning up to people in the past being liable for stuff that you didn't admit or didn't do research on, and they were all willingly participants on this. So you're kind of liable for that.
Take down the system C's.
Yeah, especially NFL. So that's the case, yeah. But if you've been on shows now that you've actually kind of been able to live a life, and you want workman's comp for what you're doing in your 80s career. Back in the 80s and 70s, I'm sorry, dude. It's just not. What does he play? He played for the LA Rams, right?
He played for the Chargers.
Sorry. LA.
Well, also update on Kellen Winslow.
Which I thought we were waiting. No, I have no idea. Not on my training this time.
Earlier this month, he did plead guilty.
Really, November?
To sexual assault and sexual battery. He is facing. He pled guilty to those charges to avoid going to trial and facing life He was facing life in jail, so he had to plead guilty.
What's the difference? Okay,
if he went to jail and if he went to trial and lost, he could have gotten life.
So he could have got life.
Yes, can't be playing with your life. Yeah. So instead of going to trial and potentially getting life, he pled guilty to 2 charges.
This is life. Okay.
Yeah, he pled guilty to 2 charges that he's facing between minimum 12 years, maximum 18 years. So yeah,
that's a different number.
Yeah, he's gonna be in jail for over a decade.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, he's gonna be in there for a minute.
I'm not a big fan or supporter of the prison system or jail system, but like still like damn, that's rough.
In the States, as a rapist, it's pretty rough.
After you get out, you're not gonna have a lot of fun.
Well, once you're in there, you're not gonna have a lot of fun. But yeah, that's pretty rough for him.
See you, Kellen.
Episode 134, We Made It Podcast at WeMadeItPodcast.com.
R.I.P. Sean Taylor.
We Made It one of my favorite safeties of all time. WeMadeItPodcast.com. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of the above. Make sure if you're into music, if you're the type of person that likes to discover new music and you like let Spotify tell you about new music, which I would never do.
Ever. I'd never click discover.
I don't ever go to nothing except for the stuff that I
can't trust you if you click on discover though.
You cannot. I like those people. I think that's dope that you do that.
You click on and they randomly send you some people. I can't do it, dude.
I can't do that personally, but I can respect that somebody else do. They're more open minded than I am.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I can't do that since like 2009-8 Pandora days.
Okay.
Don't.
But
if you're one of those people, which there are a lot, there's a lot of people that let Spotify play their music. Go listen to Audioface podcast. Even though I'm a snob and I do not let Spotify pick my music.
You already said this.
I enjoy their podcast a lot. It might also be because I know them and it's like more home, but it's really dope and they got a lot of information.
I can also respect that when they post like who they're talking about, I'm like, who the hell are these people?
I don't be knowing some of these dudes. There's some dude named Labyrinth.
If you're somebody's looking for music and you want to hear some reviews, check them out, man. They talk about stuff that you may not have heard of. You can see how you feel about it. Maybe tune in and be like, yeah, I like this song. Mm-hmm. You know, Sean was saying, kind of wild, dumb stuff. I actually like this. I don't know what he's talking about. Then you let Sean know and tell him Caesar told you to let you know.
You feel me? But yeah, We Made It Podcast. Holler at us and keep it locked. We will be recording our music awards soon, and we'll be dropping it probably.
The highly anticipated.
Yeah, and we'll probably be dropping it in December.
The checks have been rolling in, so it's gonna be a bigger trophy. Last year was kind of rough. Last year was
we gave them small trophies.
We had to do a certificate from Kinko's, but this time is gonna be bigger.
Yeah, but yeah, holla.